imagine?
That
would do this whole thing without me hitting record. That would have been so bad. Okay, who wants to go first?
You go first.
You want me to ask you?
No, I'm
Okay.
asking first. I'm gonna ask first.
Okay.
Red carpet ready.
Here we go.
Marianna.
Yes, that's me.
Who is your current favorite author?
JLA.
We love her. We love her.
100%.
She's an icon. What about your favorite book? By the same author, or are we going into a different direction?
We are going A Court of Mist and Fury.
I don't know why I acted surprised, because I was like, I knew that was going to be your answer. I mean, I wonder who your comfort character is then.
Kieran Gento. Is it, how do you say his last name? Is it?
I say Kontu, but I could be wrong.
Kieran.
Kieran. You know which Kieran I mean. I know which Kieran you mean.
If I'm wrong, people. People, please. Please, people, please.
I can't change it now, though. That's his name in my head. Well, he's your comfort character, but is he also your book boyfriend?
No.
No?
No. He's my husband. So Quinn is my book boyfriend. Awakening Shadows. He's the best.
This is
world.
fair. I like that. I like that answer. That's really smart. How many books have you read so far? Why don't we do how many books we read? Yeah,
like in 2022?
Yeah.
Okay, 23.
Woo!
It was a skim year.
What's the last book you added to your TBR?
Love Theoretically, I think.
Love Theoretically? Who's that by?
Allie Hazelwood?
Oh, yeah, I've got it. What book are you most excited about?
Crescent City.
Do we even have a date for that yet? Like a release date?
I haven't even read the first one, bro.
Oh, I forgot. I am so excited for you to read them, though. That's going to be, a new era. What's your next read?
The Upside of Falling.
What's the last book you read?
The last book I read was the Nora Roberts, the first book to her In trilogy. The first book to this.
Yeah.
I'm struggling with the title, but a Nora Roberts book. We'll just say that.
Oh, Robert. Got it. But that's the last one you read. What's the last one you bought?
Book Lovers and The Upside of Falling.
Oh, I think I know the answer to this one. What's the largest book you've read?
Do you know what it is?
Can you do a bet?
Mm-hmm.
I'm so glad that is the book that's the biggest that I've read. And you. What about the smallest?
I think the smallest is actually A Court of Frost and Starlight, because I couldn't find a book on my shelf that was smaller than 229 pages. So,
what's your favorite cosplay that you've done?
Jude Duer. When I'm Jude, I'm like, I am living.
You're an elephant.
I want to do a favorite one though, so bad.
Yeah.
So bad. So I've got the pants. I just don't exactly have the top. Actually, I do, but I don't think it's TikTok appropriate. Maybe, but
don't want to risk getting the guidelines.
Yeah, and it'd be what I have is for Under the Mountain, when she's in the white sheet, the paint all over her. Yeah, that's what I would.
Oh, oh, we're getting real spicy.
TikTok appropriate, probably not, but I would do it.
Yeah. Do you know how many unfinished books you have? Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I put Warstorm down because I kind of lost that fizz. I put The Invisible Life of LaRue down because I kind of lost that fizz, and then the in book.
Oh my gosh. That is that's really good. Oh my goodness, I'm going to look so bad when I answer my questions. Do you have a favorite fan fiction?
Duplicity. Oh my god.
What a shocker. I didn't see that coming.
I know, it's such a shocker. It's the first fan fiction I've ever read, and it's still going. Because I'm fairly new to fan fiction. I only started in 2020. But it's got me wrapped around its finger. Oh my god. Yeah.
I love that. It's got you hooked. What about the craziest plot twist you've read?
The first one that popped in my mind was the All This Time plot twist. kind of. I don't think it's at the very end, but it's like 2/3 in.
Mm-hmm.
It is a bit of a plot twist. You're like, whoa, you're like, wait a minute. You have to like go back and yeah.
Do you have a least favorite read?
Cherry.
Cherry.
It's the Marvel film that Tom Holland was in, and I read the book to watch the movie, but never even watched the movie.
Oh, I remember you telling me about that actually. Oh. Yeah. Do you have like a spot that you always go back to read your books, like a favorite area?
It's not one that's always available, unfortunately, but my hammock. When I'm in the hammock and I'm reading and I'm just like swaying with the wind.
I love that. That's such a vibe.
Top tier. If
you were stuck in an elevator, what 3 characters would you want stuck with you?
Okay, so I feel like obviously as his like main role being my comfort character, Kieran has to be there. I feel like that's a must. Second would be Levi, because in the currently small chance that I'd have an episode, he'd know how to handle it. Like, I feel like he would just know, because after he's dealt with B, like, I feel comfortable with that. And then Asriel. Because I feel like Asriel and Kieran would just talk about Castiel and Cassian. Like,
yes.
They just banter between them and be like, well, my guy did this, well, my guy did, you know what I mean? Like, they go back and forth. I think that'd be interesting to see.
Yes. I mean, they're great characters to be stuck in an elevator with. I love that. Level up. If you were stranded on an island, what 3 books would you take with you?
Because my favorite, Court of Mist and Fury. Court of Mist and Fury, also because it's a large book. Like, I feel like there's a lot there. And more than just like my Cruel Prince, because you gotta have something kind of out there. And then the Spanish Love Deception, because it's like vacay vibes, like summery. Like, I feel like it just like fit. Like the energy.
That's a good one. They're a good option. They're very like different as well, like all 3 of them. Say you meet your favorite character. What is the first thing you would ask them?
What does shifting feel like? Is it like nothing? Is it staticky? Does it feel like water? Windy? Like, what does it feel like? I don't know why I want to know, but I want to know.
I've always thought it would be painful, like, you know, but I feel like that's because of watching like Vampire Diaries and Teen Wolf, and they're always like, and their bones dying. What would you ask your least favorite character?
On a scale of 1 to 10, what's your favorite color of the alphabet? I feel like I wouldn't want to ask them a legitimate question. It'd be just something just like to mess with them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You really want to just like confuse them.
Oh my gosh. I was like, orange? What realm would you want to live in out of all of the books you've read?
Oh, Valaris. Valaris. I feel like I grew up in Hogwarts and now I've just moved to Valaris as like an adult, which I hate saying, but like reality is.
Okay, what character do you relate to the most?
Laura Jean Covey.
Oh, I didn't expect that.
Really?
Yeah. Interesting. I mean, I've only read the first book though, so it definitely wasn't the first thing to mind.
What were you thinking? I'm curious.
I mean, I feel like the first thing I would have expected was like Feyre. But that's probably because you're just always talking about Mist and Fury and like wanting to cosplay Feyre. Well, which is your favorite fan art piece?
This has just been on my mind a lot recently, and it's adorable.
I love it.
I think it's so cute.
Who is your best bookish friend?
Feyre. I feel like with our artistic abilities, we just like open a little shop and we just like paint and do mandalas all day. Actually, no, I take that back. As a human, she would be my best friend. The House of Wind would be my best friend. If it was anything in the world, the House of Wind.
I love that. Oh my gosh, yes. What's your favorite trope?
Situation is nightmare, people-wise, is sunshine and grumpy.
Mm-hmm. I love that. Have you got a character that you just thoroughly dislike? They're always frustrating you.
Hardin Scott and Tessa from After, they drive me up the wall. Especially as someone who reads fan fiction, I'm like, this is way too bipolar for me. Yeah. I'm like, this is over beyond like toxic, it's just extreme. Oh, it's so frustrating.
Extreme. Oh gosh, yeah. No, that's a good answer. What about a villain you love to hate?
A villain I love to hate would have to be Umbridge, because I feel like it's so funny. Like, the main villain is Voldemort, like the Dark Lord, obviously. But we as a fandom despise Umbridge like no other. Because I think it's just so funny how she's a villain in like maybe like 1.5 movies, 1.5 like books, but like she's just the overall like no.
That's a good one. A villain you hate to love.
Isbeth, because she had style. Like there's certain villains where I'm like, oh, but like okay, because you like they're consistent, they've got dedication. They might be a little crazy, but sometimes that's awesome, and they've got style.
Yeah, that's a good one. We found out your favorite trope, but what about your least favorite trope?
Miscommunication and pregnancy. I can't stand those two.
Yeah, that is fair.
So hard to like bounce back from those because I'm like
they always put you in a slump.
They do. Oh my gosh, they really do.
Do you have a book that you read that was extremely hyped up, but you kind of just found it disappointing?
They both die at the end. I feel like that was a book on TikTok that was just like everywhere and you couldn't escape it. And I was like, okay. And then I read it and I was like, this is it. I mean, there is one character that has like a tick. So I was like, okay, a little bit of, I guess you would say like representation a little bit. But it's like maybe 0.2% of the book. So yeah, it just kind of, it was a dud.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, it's just kind of a dud. But that's just my opinion. If you like that book, you do you. I don't mind.
What about a book that you kind of wish had more hype that's like super underrated?
Okay, there is one scene. There's only one reason why I'm saying this book. There's one scene in particular that I'm thinking of, and I have a feeling you'll know what I'm thinking of when I say A Court of Frosted Starlight, because the walls are shaking, and I'm just like, there should be more talk about that scene. But not only that, the way that she like
yeah.
But you know what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about.
It's new perspectives. You know what I mean? It's the new perspectives.
Yeah. Do you have a book that is like your go-to book to give as a gift to people?
Probably like the Unhoneymooners or some like summery vacay vibe book.
Yeah, easy read.
You know, maybe a little hot and spicy, but a little spice in there, you know.
I love that. Other than the two of us, who's your favorite book talker?
It's gotta be Kaven. I love when she like does little skits with the Avatar family and like the inner circle. That just the voices are funny, the costumes are funny. I can't help but smile whenever I see her videos.
I love that. What are 3 bookish facts about you?
1, I did not become a reader until like my junior year of high school. I didn't like, it's not that I didn't read books, I wasn't the biggest fan of them. That was because I only read the books that I had to read for school. 2, I prefer hardcovers over paperback. I don't know why, I just do. And 3, I put my bookshelves up in the dark because we lost power. So I used my phone flashlight. Yeah. It was a candlelit room when I was putting these shelves up.
You were like determined to do it. It's like, no, I'm not going to wait for the light. I'm just going to do it in the dark.
I really was. Alrighty. Miss Libby. Ooh, Libby Ann. London Apples.
I have many names.
Who is your favorite author?
Changes all the time. All the time. But it will always probably be Sarah J. Maas. Just because I love her. I love her so much. But also right now it's kind of a Libby Blake because I'm obsessed with her books.
What is your favorite book?
Right now? The Atlas. The Atlas
Really?
6. Yes.
What's it about?
There's these 6 like magicians almost. Like they've got powers. Both mental powers and physical powers. And they're put into this like, it's kind of like Found Family vibes. They're put into this like society where 6 of them go in and only 5 of them survive. So it's like dark academia vibes, mystery. I love it. I love it.
Who's your favorite comfort character?
Theodore Finch. I love him. Has been since I first read the book, and it's just, that has never changed. I love him. Theodore. This is Theodore Finch. My cat. My baby.
I love that. Who is your book boyfriend?
This is an impossible question, and I hate that we included it in this list. But my contemporary boyfriend is Benson James Kessler. I love poets. But my fantasy boyfriend is Dorian.
I should have known you were going to bring up Dorian. How many books did you read in 2022?
142.
I'm sorry. Sorry, you over here at my 23. Okay. 42. Woo! Last book added to your TBR.
The Whispering Shadows. I wonder who recommended that book.
Ooh. What is your next read?
Okay, see, like, I'm gonna give you a book, but it will most likely change by the time I decide to actually read it. So The Upside of Falling, but also Happy Place. Yeah, because I'll read them at the same time.
Okay. Yeah. What book are you most excited about?
Okay, so Lynette Noni's next book, which I'm assuming is coming out this year. Like, it better. There's no date, but I've just been following along her, like, writing updates, and I'm so excited for this book to come out. It's going to be amazing. I'm obsessed with all of her books, but, so it doesn't actually have a date, but, but whenever that comes out.
I love that. What is the last book you bought? Where is the last stack of books that you bought?
That's what I'm looking for. Okay, wait. I didn't buy it, but it got sent to me.
Okay.
Things we can't read backwards. Hide from the light. This one. But you see, that question's a hard one to answer because I went to the book fest and it was like everything was like super cheap. So I bought like a whole like 20 books.
I mean, if we're going on books that we didn't buy, that were sent to us.
I'm up at 9. I'm so excited for you to meet my husband, boyfriend.
I'm so excited.
Love him. And if you don't tell me.
Okay. What is the largest book you have read?
Kawa, Kingdom of Ash.
Kawa.
Yeah.
What is the smallest book you have read?
Okay, it was a monster romance on Kindle, and it was 50 pages, and I'm traumatized.
What? Whoa, wait, hold on. Wait a minute, hold on. Slow down. It was a monster romance on Kindle, and you're traumatized.
It was very spicy.
Okay. Is this Wattpad, or is this
No.
Kindle?
Kindle Unlimited. So it's free, and traumatizing. I didn't need to know half the things I learnt in that book. Not even learnt. I didn't even think half the things were even possible. It just happened. I'm having flashbacks.
Oh, God. Moving on. Any favorite cosplay? Think about cosplay.
Danica from Crescent City. Bryce and Danica. I do it with the cosplay with my sister. She's Bryce, I'm Danica.
I love those cosplays that you two. It just, my soul, it just gets like happy. I can't help it. Oh, here we go. Number of books unfinished.
Okay, see, I didn't help myself out here when I wrote so many in my answer. But like I can list a few, like honestly, like I DNF books all the time, like even series and things that I just don't get through. But my main ones, I stopped reading The Red Queen, Heartless. I stopped reading Shatter Me, Defy the Night.
Are you meaning Heartless like Marissa Meyer Heartless?
Yeah. I'm sorry. It's not that I didn't enjoy it. I just stopped reading. I can't even give you an answer as to why.
Do you remember where you are?
Kinda, like vaguely. I feel like I would have to go back and like start from the beginning because I don't remember the details.
Okay. Just if you like sad books, I don't know why you stopped reading that one.
I don't know either, honestly. I can't give you a reason. But you know, a lot of the reasons. Oh, Delirium. I stopped reading that series. But you know, I found that like the main reason I'll stop reading books is because the romance aspect isn't going how I want it to go. Like,
okay.
Like I'm out. If you're gonna end up with this fellow when you've got this guy as an option, what are you doing?
Favorite fan fiction?
Hermione fan fiction.
Really? Oh, girl, you're gonna have to send me some recs because I've been meaning to get into that.
What?
I've
Yes.
been like, wanting to read some Hermione fan fiction, and I'm like, where do I start? Craziest plot twist. You've read a lot of books. I'm very interested.
I have read a lot of books. You see, I've been asked this question before, and I'm a bit of I can be a bit of an oblivious reader. Like, I just won't pick up on things. So even if it's like a small plot twist, I will be like, oh, wow, I did not see that coming.
Really?
But one in particular that really caught me off guard, and I know it was a big one because it caught a lot of other people off guard, was the Prison Healer series. I know the ending of that book everyone was like, holy crap. You just have to go back and reread the last, like, 3 pages, like, 5 times, because it's like, what the heck? And even the ending to the second book in the series is another massive cliffhanger, and it's like, oh my god, just no rest.
No rest for the wicked. I know we're on dream. What is your least favorite read?
That monster romance book.
The way that you're just like...
But, like, if we're not counting, like, little novellas that aren't, like, books, The Selection.
I haven't read The Selection, but I've heard a lot of different opinions on that series, and I'm not even gonna try because I've outgrown it. I already know, like, it's not, yeah. Alright, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
We're just, yeah. Oh my goodness. Favorite spot to read? Where is it? Yep. little comfy, cozy spot. Libby, if you were stuck in an elevator, what 3 characters would you want to have with you?
Okay, look, I want to say that I would choose my 3 book boyfriends, like Kieran, Asriel, and Dorian, but realistically, if I was in this situation, I wouldn't say them. I would say Fleetfoot, Will Herondale, and Dorian. Because Will and Dorian, oh, they would get on like a house on fire. Like, they would, I want to see it happen. And then I want to be there. And I can, like, snuggle Fleetfoot and watch them interact. Yes. That is my final answer. Locked in.
If you were stranded on an island, what 3 books would you want to have with you?
November 9, Addie LaRue, and Empire of Storms. Do I need reasoning? Because, like, I've got it. My book boyfriend, Addie LaRue, is, like, really, really thick. And I've drawn, like, heaps of little drawings and annotations in it. So that will keep me entertained, as well as the book. And then Empire of Storms, because, are you kidding? That's, like, the era to be in when you're reading Throne of Glass. That's, like, the book. It's the book. You get, like, everybody's content. It's... Oh, you just have to read it.
I can't say anything. That is an awesome answer. Like, how am I supposed to respond to that? Like, I just am not, because I can't disagree with you. What would you ask your favorite character? If you could. Like, they just walked up to you. What would you ask them?
Okay, well, realistically, if anybody just walked up to me, I would walk the other way.
Yeah.
But, so, I would never be in this situation. So, hypothetically, I would ask them if they read books.
What if you already know they read books?
Okay, so we're talking to Dorian then. I would ask him...
Yeah.
Okay, alright. If I was talking to Dorian, I would ask him if he ever felt anything other than platonic friendship for Kale. Just out of curiosity, you know?
I probably would too. I probably would too. Minorian is chef's kiss, however.
End game, yeah.
However.
I just need to know.
What would you ask your least favorite character?
Can I you? No, that's dark. That took a turn. My filter just came in a little late there.
Like,
I take that back.
Reevaluate. Rewind. Let's take it back.
I would ask them if they would ever consider therapy.
That's a good one.
Yeah. Or like, how are you feeling? What happened in your childhood?
Are you okay?
Okay. Do I have a chance? No, I'm kidding. No.
I realized that my hair matches the bottom shelf of my books, and your hair matches the bottom shelf of your books.
Oh my gosh, it does too. Especially like over there.
That's hilarious. Ooh. What realm, out of all the realms you're aware of, do you want to live in?
Terracine.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense for us. It really does.
It does. It really does.
Because geographically, we're miles apart.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But I mean, did you see the fan art? My high lord.
Oh.
Like, I woke up, I opened my phone, that was what I saw in the morning, and I was like, good morning! Good morning, world!
It's a good morning!
It's gonna be a good day!
We're not fishing, but it's a good morning! Tell me know what audio I'm talking about, where she's like, I don't say good morning, because if it was a good morning, I'd be fishing, or something like that. She's like,
because I made a video going, I would be fictional.
I would be fictional. Which character do you relate to the most?
See, what's interesting is this changes at different parts of my life, because I've been reading for so many years. Like, when I was, like, 12 through 16, it was Theodore Finch. Like, that was my person. That was who I always came back to and just related to. Like, I just remember every time I read that book, I'm just like, yes. So I feel like, all in all, that's probably my answer. He's who I relate to the most. But then the only other person that has been on that level of, like, yes, I feel you on, like, a physical and emotional and mental level was Nesta Archeron. So those two are probably, and that was like my late teens, early 20s, like now. So those two, I would say those two.
Favorite fan art piece?
Gwenreel, everything. But if we're getting specific. Okay, if we're getting specific, it's the one where she's sitting like this and he's sitting like this, holding her chin. I'm just like, I can like...
Oh, mother above, cauldron boil me. You know what?
I think about that on
a
daily basis.
It's not Gwenreel, but it's my favorite fan art of Asriel is where he's like playing with these like kittens. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes, I know the one.
That has to be my favorite fan art of him. I love how soft it is. It's adorable.
Or, and I've just got to say this because it's like the OG, it's the one of Selena, Dorian, and Kale, and she's got her arms around them. Because I'm just like, that's just,
Best bookish friend.
Oh.
It doesn't have to be human.
It doesn't have to be human. Yeah, it would be Abraxas then. But like, if it was human, I've got to say it would probably be Gwen. I think Gwen would be my like bestie. Like, we would click. She reminds me a lot of like my sister, as well as like Bryce and Gwen. I feel like I would click well with them.
What is your favorite book trope? People and situation.
I love Grumpy Sunshine. I just feel like that's like god tier trope, especially when it's done right. Situation? I mean, the one bed trope is iconic. I changed my mind. Forced proximity. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yep. The tension.
Okay, you're gonna like Awakening Shadows. Gonna like that book. Oh my gosh. Okay. Who is the most frustrating character in your world?
America Singer.
I have a feeling that's a selection character, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay. A villain you love to hate.
Arabin Hamel. I love to hate him because he's a horrible person and he deserved everything that came to him. And I will never forgive him. I hate him so much. And I love telling everybody how much I hate him.
Okay. A villain you hate to love.
The Darkling.
Nobody blames you.
No.
Nobody blames you. I've not read
But I
those
feel
books
so guilty.
What is your least favorite trope?
Miscommunication, yes. It frustrates the ever-loving hell out of me. But I feel like I'm always stuck in that trope in real life. So I'm just like, I just hate my life? I feel like maybe that's why I hate it, because I relate to it so much.
What is an overhyped book or disappointing book in your
Ugly
opinion?
Love.
Yes, I agree. Why is one of the big three? I don't know. It's a good book, don't get me wrong, but it didn't hit the bar. It didn't reach the standard that I thought everyone was holding it to.
Did you say the big three? Yeah. You know that trend where people are like, I've read the big three, and they pull out like Colleen book and like Spanish Love and like all those big book talk books. I'm like, guys, that's not the big three. The big three are like the OG books, like freaking Twilight, Hunger Games, and Divergent. Like you don't even
None of which I've read.
I've read the big three.
I've read the big three. What is an underrated book in your opinion?
Snow Like Ashes and The Summer of Broken Rules, just to get like a fantasy and a contemporary in there. Those two, I feel like never got the hype that they deserve. They're amazing books. I love them so much.
What book would you give as a gift?
November 9.
What would you give? Oh, that's
I know.
other than the two of us, who is your favorite book talker?
It's like Danny's Bookish. Danny on Book Talk. She's amazing. I love her. We've done a video collab before, but I love her. And she's done the XOXO, the surreal. Oh my goodness, the surreal would be my best friend. Yes.
Hallelujah.
I changed my answer.
I was wondering when you were gonna bring up the surreal. I was like, girl. I was like,
we would click.
It'd be the ultimate tea party. All the different types, all the different flavors, all the different sweeteners. And finally, last but not least, what are 3 bookish fun facts about yourself?
I mentioned this before. I stop reading books when the romance doesn't go how I want it to.
Yeah.
I'm low-key colorblind, so everyone's always commenting on my videos going, that book's not pink. It looks pink to me.
Okay.
And I'm allergic to cats, but we own 2 of them. Is that a book? That's not a book. That's not a book thing. I've never used a bookmark. I just remember the page number I'm on.
Interesting. As long as you don't dog ear, I'll accept it.
I don't. No.
It's like that's the ultimate crime. I mean, snapping spines. Okay. Dog earring for some reason to me.
Would you snap my spine? Is that okay? No, I'm kidding. It's fine. Everybody do what they want. I need to put my filter back on. It's not on today.
And I have no words. Oh my gosh. Like, who are we asking? You know, that's fine. That's all fine. Oh my goodness. Okay, well that was fun. I enjoyed that. I'm very interested to see what our answers are next year, because I have a feeling they're gonna change quite a bit.
Yeah.
Especially if things go to plan. Thank you so much for watching.
We love you all.
We love you. Keep reading books. Send us book recommendations. Send us
Comment your answers.
Yeah, comment your answers down below. All the answers in this video will be on a blog on our website, Teastain Pages. Teastain Pages blog. Teastain Pages.blog. Cool.